Hi, it's G and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at my lettering process and you'll come with me as I letter a couple cards. So I hope we're going to have a great time. Thanks for watching. So let me talk first a little bit about the process that I use in most of my projects. I get an inspiration, I practice, I plan, and then I create. So with this project, the inspiration that I first got was, I was in a meeting and it was running a little bit long, and while I was listening I started to doodle, and I really wanted to, I had been looking a lot at inspiration on Instagram and YouTube on bounce lettering, and I really wanted to kind of play with bounce lettering and work it out. So this was my first attempt at the word awesome. And I don't know why I chose the word awesome, but I really wanted to work with it. So as you can see, it's super shaky. It's ugly and I don't really know what I'm doing, but there's something in that appealed to me, so I wanted to keep trying and exploring it. So I did this maybe at the beginning of the week, and I didn't think anything of it for about a week. That's it. So the next step that I took was to play a little bit more with the word and do it in a way that didn't feel any pressure and was just really relaxing. So this is just a notebook that I got at either Walmart or Office Depot. It's just graph paper. It's very simple. And I took the opportunity to kind of experiment further with the word. And this is just like on a Friday evening, just kind of playing around. And I really don't have any lettering experience. I mean, the only qualifications that I have is that I had very neat handwriting in grade school, and I took a calligraphy class my freshman year in college and hated it. And I look at letters for a living. I work with type, but in terms of handwork, I don't have any experience. So that's the sum total of what I've got. But I started to play with Awesome, and I watched a couple videos. I watched Teela Cunningham, she's really great, and I watched Pieces Calligraphy, and she's awesome too. And so I recommend both of those, and I'll put their links in the channel. But I started to think about, you know, the baseline shift of the rhythm of the letters being up or down. And so I tried to work with that, and it just did not look attractive to me. It was really heavy and ham-handed. So I thought maybe instead I will work with making all of the letters be on the same line and maybe making these loops and swoops a little bit more emphatic. And I went to the next step and kind of really tried to hone it down. So if I liked how this went up, could there be symmetry on the other side of the other half of that word? And working through that thought. And then I felt like this was working pretty well, but the OME was looking really chunky and there's too much motion and competitiveness. So what if I made the O a little bit smaller and then make this connecting loop higher? And then I took that idea and just really tried to make it more careful, and then what would happen if I kind of nested some words on top. And then I knew that I felt like when I got to this S, I was trapped. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do now. So I just swooped up. But I'm not really liking it. So I turn the page, and then I just start playing with the form. And I start trying to figure out the rhythm of the M, because the peaks of this, it's can get really messy and distracting. So how does that work with the W? I like how it's doing it here because there's some really nice symmetry happening. So I'm working through that idea and kind of practicing things off in the side. And then I see a few more things that I think are starting to resolve, and then I'm working through that. And then I'm trying it out with a different pen here. And then I'm trying it out. This is, I think, the Tombows versus the Pentel Sign Pens. And then I thought, okay, enough practice, let's try the real thing. All right, stay tuned and we'll do the next step.